Do you think from I think a health related aspect that this provides some sort of healthy environment for these men to be part
Oh,
of?
yeah. I mean, especially, as far as the health aspect of it, is that, both the physical, you in the videos you talked about, you
Mhm.
saw the
Yeah, playing
golfing
golf,
and the bowling
exactly.
and so forth, and they were the ones who wanted to generate that, and I asked Chuck Marcoux, who was like a right hand to me,
Mhm.
to get those going, and he did. He's done a great job with it, and so they get out and they do it. I've gone out golfing with the guys. I'm not a bowler, but I've gone out. I
Mhm.
haven't golfed with them in a while, but for a couple of years I was out there quite often with them, and they're a lot of fun to be out there with.
Mhm.
And it's great exercise.
Sure.
And Chuck keeps the thing going. He forwards in me lists every week on who's participated and so forth. So we have that, and then I think that's the physical, but the cognitive part of it is a big part of it. It keeps them sharp, keeps their their brains moving, it keeps their interests going, and then I think the most important aspect is the socialization, because the last thing you want to see seniors do, especially as an outreach worker, I see it, and I'm constantly trying to get people to overcome it, is staying in the house and not getting out, not just mixing with people. No matter how old you are, you've got to get out and just talk with people and mix with people and enjoy them, and that's a big part of all this, a really big part of it.
From a male perspective, I would think it's pretty difficult to, speaking from my personal experiences of opening up, becoming part of a new group and things like that, and probably as you age, your friends, you might have had at work and things like that are not around anymore. So how do you keep people interested in the group and to keep coming back and to involve them?
Well, what we try to do is at our meetings, we meet once a month,
Mhm.
and we have sandwiches that we have from the local. We usually get them from Periwinkle's over on the line. They're great sandwiches.
Yep.
The guys love them.
That's free publicity for Periwinkles.
and they deserve it. So we have that, and we try to get a speaker to speak on a topic that would be of some genuine interest to senior men, and we don't have it same type of thing. We might have it on athletics. We might have it on a literary. We've had authors come in and speak on books that they've written. We've had government officials speak, but we try to keep that non-political. So we don't have I let the men run the club.
Okay.
I don't. I'm simply a moderator.
Mhm.
So I'm there with them conducting meetings and so forth. We have a planning committee that meets probably once every 3 months, and I try to get a feel from them what they want. One of the things they don't want is around election time, they want people coming in and giving
Sure.
political speeches. They don't want. However, we have had people like Senator McGee, we've had Congressman Tierney, people like that and speak to us. And we've had local selectmen and school committee people and so forth also speak on maybe an issue in the town that's pretty current at the time. So we've had people like that come in, and we've had doctors, we've had medical programs. We had a great program on prostate cancer. Marion Garfinkel came and did one, and
Sure.
we actually a few years back we had 2 meetings. We had a panel of prostate survivors, prostate cancer survivors, and then the following week we had physicians come in and give the physician perspective on prostate cancer. It was a great program.
Yeah, it
So
sounds like
we try to vary it. And just recently we had Dr. Stephen Young from Salem State, and he's from the geography department, and he's a professor of what they call I think it's remote sensing. It's satellite imaging.
Oh, that's
what it is.
interesting.
And it's a new technology, and the guys just loved it. At the end, I got comments going. I said, "Wow," he said, "this is one of the best you've ever had." So it's stuff like that, groundbreaking stuff that we try to do every now and then.
So is the speakers? Are they, do the men in the group recommend? Oh, we'd like to have a speaker on this.
They have.
I mean, how would you find the guy from Salem State?
How did I find him?
Yeah. I mean, how
oh,
did he get to come in and?
I actually heard about him from one of the seniors,
Oh.
one of our board members,
Mhm.
and she mentioned that she was somewhere where he spoke, and she said it was really interesting. So I was able to get him, and next month I have someone coming. I'm trying to remember his name is Kelly, Tom Kelly. He's from Beverly Hospital, and he's going to be talking on stroke prevention.
Okay.
So anyway, so we have, as I said, it varies.
So it sounds like it's keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
It's not always about elder issues or male issues. It sounds like it runs the gamut. So
Right.
that definitely keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
So speaker series, bowling, golf. I know Chuck had mentioned when I interviewed him that they had done I believe the duck tours, or maybe going on the duck tours.
They've done that. We've done a number of trips. We've gone over the Peabody Essex Museum.
Mhm.
We have they had the China House over there.
Yep.
And we did that. We've gone on a tour of the Big Dig when that thing was in full bloom, and
Mhm.
we've gone over there. We've gone over. We actually went a night at Wonderland Park a number of years ago,
Mhm.
and we went over there, had dinner there, and watched the races. And all I can tell you, one of the guys that you interviewed,
Okay.
John Carter, was the guy hit 7 out of 8 races over there.
I see. I'd like to bring him some night.
He is unbelievable. I can't tell you how many times he's hit the 50-50 raffle.
Mhm.
Over at we have every meeting we have a 50-50
Mhm.
raffle. I think John is incredible.
Should we give his number out so
Yeah,
people can call him for tips?
Call
or-
him for tips. Actually, I'm always joking with him about it. I say whenever we pick, I say, please. I have the speaker pick the ticket. And I say, please don't pick Carden's number because he's always.
He wins too many times. You gotta
they'll think it's rigged.
mix
but
it up a little bit.
A couple of meetings ago, he picked the ticket up, and it was the guy sitting next to him. I said, "Oh, great, thank you."
Mhm.
Jack,
Yeah,
and
if
Jack
you
said, "But we swapped tickets." So,
if you want to win anything,
Right.
sit next to John.
Right.
That's what it sounds like. So, what are some upcoming events? You mentioned an upcoming speaker, but some other trips, or I mean, the golf and the bowling seem like it's ongoing.
I said that Tom Kelly's going to be. He's actually coming in August.
Okay.
Next month, we have Dick Baker from the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, MIAA.
Oh yeah, yep. That should be
Dick
interesting.
spoke to us about 5 or 6 years ago, and he's coming in again to talk. There's a lot of reorganization within that. And a lot of the guys are very active and interested in local sports.
Mhm.
So Dick is a very good speaker. People who remember him, he used to be the athletic director in Swampscott,
Okay.
and he director of physical education. He was also an elementary principal. He was holding like 3 jobs at one time.
Mhm.
He's very active with the MAA now, and he's going to be coming in and speaking. So that's a program that we're looking forward to.
That sounds
Yeah,
great. It's actually been a great episode. We have to wrap it up now, so I'd like to thank Warren Hopkins from the Swampscott Senior Center for joining us today and telling us about the men's group and the outreach work that is done there. It sounds fantastic. So anybody living in Swampscott that wants to join the men's group, contact the Senior Center, get a hold of them, and reach out to Warren, and I'm sure he'd love more members.
Yeah.
So thank
Love
you
to
very
have
much for your time today.
Thank you, Dave.